Macarena, hey Macarena.
Where's the producer?
Get comfortable. I'll pop up 2 times.
Oh man, welcome to another episode of the Three Amibros with the Three Amibros. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you can be tuned in to all of our newest episodes. We are live today. Sorry we couldn't get back to you, but Merry Christmas, and we're going into the new year.
All that.
Hey guys. Yeah, we got EG over here in the confessional booth, and
Especially right now, we're gonna win this show. Like, definitely gonna win this show. You know, Caesar fighting and everybody, but it's cool right now.
Dude, stupid. Then we got Troy. We got Mr. Ghost Man Troy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a ghost today. Oh, what was that? The Mario Ghost. What was the name of them niggas? Like every time you looked away, they move, but then you look at them, they stop.
I don't know what you're talking about. You talking about like Nintendo?
Yeah, the Super Mario.
Nah, you talking about Nintendo 1. No, I wasn't born.
You stupid. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this, man.
Full show.
That's at Broncos.
Whew.
First of all, can we talk about Russ? Is Russ really the problem?
Yeah, it's his fault. Because honestly, like all Russ had to do was turn down his $37 million guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? If he turned that down, then he wouldn't have got benched. Like,
Right.
why are you so selfish? I'm saying it's not a super contact sport where the injury rates are 100% and you are going to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, turn it down. You're already shaving the years off your life. But in all seriousness, the Broncos, they beyond dysfunctional right now. From, I don't know if it's the new management. I don't know if it's John Elway. I don't know if it's Sean Payton. But y'all bugging out. Y'all telling a quarterback to turn down his guaranteed million like he earned it already. You already made it. We already, like, stand on it. Don't think it's a dumb trade now. Stand on it. Pay that man his money. Or tell him to turn down some guarantee. Like, tell him to shave something off, restructure something. Don't tell him to turn down his $37 million guaranteed or he'll be benched. Like, but they just, it's funny. Now I'm saying this, they just said the NFL is looking into it. I just seen it right now.
They saying a bunch of stuff on that because it sounds like there was a miscommunication between what Russ was thinking that they were trying to get him to change his deal about.
Mm-hmm.
Like they said that they approached him about it weeks ago, but Russ said they approached him about it during the bye week.
Yeah, that's in the timetable, but make it weird. Right now, it said 2 minutes ago, it said the NFLPA sent a letter to the Broncos. Team was told the threat to bench Russ over injury guaranteed voided. It violates the CBA.
Yeah, but what the Broncos are saying is they approached them about changing that guarantee just to have that flexibility in the future for 2005, 2026. Like they wasn't planning on benching him, but that's how Russ took it. And then it came out.
But that's how it looks. That's how it looks. And then on top of that, this is how it's going to look for every quarterback that's going to come into the situation with the Broncos, because you're going to have vets that's going to be asking the same question. Well, you want me to play for your team? You want to pay me this money, but what happened with Russ? What was the Russ situation?
Not quarterback.
I don't want to be in that situation.
Free agents in general, not just quarterbacks. Anyone, any type of.
Yeah, well, mainly quarterbacks, but yeah, anybody with guaranteed money that ultimately free agents that's gonna come to the Broncos, that's gonna be legitimate questions.
And people don't understand the culture of your team is everything. Like, boom, the Eagles, for instance, for years the Eagles didn't really have much big name free agents. Mm-hmm. Since we won the Super Bowl and we doing cookout dances on the field and it look fun and we winning. Look at all the free agents that be flocking to us. Even the Buda Bakers who never came to our team, begging to come to our team. You can really set a culture in an organization. On top of the fact,
San Francisco, Baltimore,
that's what I'm saying.
Kansas City. Yeah, when you set a precedent and the precedent starts with winning, and then everything else that comes behind it, you see players that they're enjoying their time in the locker room, enjoying their time on the field, enjoying their time around, and they're chilling off camera. They're chilling off script. They're chilling at bowling alleys. They're chilling. They're doing stuff together off the field.
The city matters too. And you in Colorado, Denver. Like, it's beautiful, but nobody want to move there.
Miami. Look at Miami right now. Look at Miami.
Yeah,
Nobody wanted to go to Miami until Miami started to build that culture.
That's what I'm saying. And Miami already had the upper hand because it's Miami.
Facts.
I'm talking about the location, Miami.
Location, the state tax, Florida being, you know what I'm saying? Because that factors in a lot too.
Yeah, without a doubt. But now you're looking at a Denver team that doesn't know what it seems like they don't know what they're doing. Are we going to trade players? Are we going to stand pat? Are we going to play Russ? Are we not going to play Russ? Russ wasn't the problem. Russ, in my opinion, Russ probably was the best player on their team coming into this week. Yeah, he made some mistakes. Yeah, but what quarterback? What you can't name me one quarterback this year that hasn't made the mistakes that Russ made the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, all quarterbacks. Patrick.
At the end of the day, it comes down to the defense too. The defense got to get stops. It's not all on the quarterback. I get that winning
don't mesh. Whatever it is, you just
yeah, without a doubt, they don't.
And they have no sense of direction. And I think what messed them up too, what messes up a lot of teams is success. They started winning some games. They started beating good teams. They was close to the playoffs, and I think that messed up their sense of direction. So like, damn, we can't rebuild because now we winning, we close. But damn, we can't. I mean, and then the trade deadline passed, and all this stuff happened, and they just going up the top of the dome with it. And Troy, if you get pulled over, drive off. It's gonna be fire content. Go on a run. It's gonna be fire content.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. I feel for Russ because at the end of the day, as a player with guaranteed money and that much guaranteed money, you want to see the field. You want to make your money's worth. But at the same time, I don't feel bad for him because of the fact that everything is guaranteed. They could cut him today, and they still got to give him that bread.
He got at least 39 mil, and he's gonna be a Falcon or maybe a Commander or maybe a Patriot next week. See how I segued into that? But before that, I think it'll be a Pat, Falcon, or Commander by next year. He got $30, so he can go to another team. He can go to like the Pats right now and play for $1 million. That's $40 million in 1 year. He already gonna have in his bank. And I don't feel that bad for us. You sit down for 2 weeks. You could have came to the Eagles. You didn't want to come to us.
I mean, he told that, and I'm glad that he did, honestly, because I don't think we wouldn't have been ready to go because I don't think we get AJ Brown. I don't think there's a lot of factors that go into us getting Russ.
Maybe
Russ in Atlanta would be fire, but only if they get rid of Arthur Smith.
Only if they would have to get rid of Arthur Smith.
Facts, but I think he's perfect fit.
I think he'll put up the same type of numbers he do now, like that.
No. If Arthur Smith goes back to calling plays like he did in Tennessee, he could make Russ into a Ryan Tannehill. All script, play action plays, running the ball.
He make Russ into Ryan Tannehill.
Well, I'm saying
never disrespect Russ like that.
I'm saying as far as the offense. I'm saying as far as the offense that they had in Tennessee with Ryan Tannehill, with the play actions, with the running the ball. Russ wouldn't really have to do much if you stick to
that's the strength of Russ's game. Play action.
What he does right now. Right now is.
And they have better running backs in
I don't know.
Absolutely.
What happened?
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what just happened.
I
think Atlanta has better running backs than Colorado, so it could be a good fit. I mean, Pats would be a good fit too. To be honest with you,
I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to him being in New England. I still think we got to get younger. He's a little too old. We need a younger QB, but I'm not opposed to him being a Patriot at all.
Yeah,
I agree. He's a perfect bridge quarterback.
But but again, it all depends on what the Pats want to do. If the Pats draft this coming draft
and sign Russ, I'm not opposed to that.
That's what I'm saying. It'll be somebody you have Russ for 1 year, and then let the rookie sit, see what Russ is gonna do. Russ is basically playing with free money.
I like Russ to the Pats. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he don't have to get paid that much unless he's greedy. Y'all don't have to pay him that much. I could pay him Cam Newton money because he's gonna get a good guarantee a year or two. You know what I'm saying? And then give y'all some flexibility, get some better weapons. Let him be there for like 2 years. I think y'all roster right now, y'all just need like some type of dynamic weapon on offense in the receiver position. Right now, y'all get like a speed, like some type of explosive threat. Pause. it's lit. Y'all defense already there. Boom. I think y'all already there. Y'all still competing right now with y'all division people and the Dolphins and the Bills who y'all played today or whatever. Y'all still competing right now for the most part. Y'all get one dynamic thingy and a little stable at quarterback. I think y'all right in the mix playoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the defense I'm not worried about. We need a piece or two on offense. I'm not content with
I
if
would
Bill
say
goes
two
out and
pieces.
gets a
I would
dynamic
say 2 or
weapon.
3 pieces. It's not just a
DK,
dynamic weapon. I mean, I think y'all losing Nelly. Nelly was a big hit. I think because Nelly was y'all best receiver last year.
But that's what I'm saying. That shows how much they're lacking.
But yeah, and Devontae Parker is not really moving the needle. What's this for?
KB was our best receiver before he got hurt. KB was hands down our best receiver before he got hurt.
Well, JB don't, but I love Jacoby. But the thing is with Jacoby, you guys don't.
I think Bourne. Kendrick Bourne.
Bourne is nice too. But that's the thing though. There's a fine line between having the talent at receiver and then having a good quarterback to actually get them the ball. And that's a really big distinction that you guys have right now. Mac Jones is not it. Mac Jones is broken. Zap is not going to be the answer. Zap is good for spurts,
but he brought a little bit back to life.
He made the offense an offense. That's good for making offense an offense right now.
Yeah, he's good for spurts. Y'all need. I think Russ will be fire, but I still think y'all need somebody young to carry the franchise forward.
Of course, hands down.
Yeah, Thornton to do something.
Yeah, moving on. Let's get this. Let's get this out the way. Go ahead, EG. Go ahead. I know you want to talk about it. I know you want to complain, bro. I know you want to complain. I seen the tweet. Winning like bum, losing like bums. I seen the tweet.
I'm gonna win this show. Let me talk about it. I mean, the tweets though, I'll be going through the motions. I'm saying, and it's not a secret. We record this episode later on in the week, so we get to look back at certain things and all that. Now I look back at it. The game wasn't as bad as I thought.
This was their first complete game since the Dolphins. I'll say that. This was top to bottom. There was 2 mistakes from Hurts, and you can't even say it was really on Hurts. Well, I can't even say 2 mistakes on Hurts. I'll say the pick.
That wasn't his fault.
Goddard has it. He doesn't slip.
Yeah, that's what that pick wasn't his fault.
Catch. And the other mistake, the fumble, that was just a weird sequence where Alamedeus ran into
I think you talking about Hurts. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
it was just a weird sequence.
Now with the noise,
other than that, you take those 2 plays out, we're blowing the Giants out.
That's why I felt a little better. We still put up 30 or whatever it was. Yeah, they had 14 points. What was it? 30? Was it 30? Like 3.
They had those 2 points. They had 14 points over those.
What was the final score? 33-25, right? I think it was 33.
It was 33.
They needed.
Yeah, you're right. 33-25.
So then, so if you take that 25 and minus 14, what is that? That's 11.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so 11.
That's 11. So that's what I'm saying. Like looking back at it, it's not that bad. Now the Alameda Zacchaeus, even though it's freaky, and I don't know what the hell OG was doing.
Yeah, that was.
We need to stop them dumb plays. Like the Hurts thing, you can take that out completely. There's nothing Hurts could do.
Yeah, that was just because if Dallas doesn't slip, that's a first down.
That's what I'm saying. Like I can't even blame you for nothing. It was just annoying as hell. But that OZ shit, like that's the dumbass plays we keep making. That shit is annoying. Outside of that, I mean, our offense.
It's just the discipline. It's the false starts. Kelsey's getting way too many false starts. And I don't know if they're trying to send a message to because a lot of them are not even like real false starts. Like the game before when they said that he had moved the ball. As a center, you're allowed to move the ball as long as you don't take your hand off the ball.
I don't know what it is. I think the touch push is annoying the league because they're making an emphasis.
And they're being real ticky-tacky with these calls.
That's how they stopping it because they making up imaginary calls and all that. But overall, Hurts, we did exactly. Now, there was a couple of plays where they blitzed and we were still running shot plays, which don't make any sense because if it's a blitz, you need a hot route. You need
a hot route. But I would say that they started calling the hot routes in the second half because you see in the second half that they started picking up the blitz really well, and they started doing a lot more hot routes with Gainwell and Swift.
Exactly.
And then he had the hot route with DeAndre with Smitty because that was a hot route with Smitty coming across and it became a touchdown. That was a hot route.
That's what I like that they gave short and rhythm. See, that's Jalen Hurts' game. He can throw these shot plays, but Jalen Hurts is an accurate dink and dunker rhythm thrower and then you throw the shot play. Stop trying to
then you do the shot
score
plays.
every single play, bro. Let Jalen get the rhythm, get in. He have to right off the back foot, right when he do his drop, and off the back foot, get it out. Boom. Off the back, his rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Get his confidence. He'll have confidence in the line because he get the ball out fast, and now he don't got to sit here and think about because he still ran out the pocket like 3 or 4 times way early, which be killing me. This offseason, he needs to learn how to shuffle left and right. Like, it's not. He either
and be aware of his surroundings.
That's what I'm saying. Jalen Hurts either stays in the pocket like a mannequin, or he runs to the right. He don't do nothing in between. He don't shuffle like.
Well, I will say that this game he did a lot less of escaping the pocket. There was one time where he stepped into the pocket and he made a dime. Like
that's what I'm saying.
That on a rope.
He needs to do that consistently. He needs to trust his line, bro. That's the problem with a lot of athletic quarterbacks because they used to just running, being better than everybody, faster than everybody, and all that. Yeah. But he really needs to learn that too. But
I think that's gonna come with more time and everything too. Because if you look at old boy in Baltimore, Lamar, you look at Lamar had to learn that too. Lamar had to learn how to not run from the pocket too early, trusting my line, trusting that the receivers are gonna get the ball, but that takes time. That takes
Lamar had better presence than Jalen Hurts in the pocket. Lamar, he don't.
I agree.
Lamar either he 1 read, 2 read, 3 read, he takes off to run. Jalen Hurts like runs around and runs all the way to the right, and he runs the same direction. Runs all the way to the right with the ball. He's just like a little dummy, like a little. He do that shit every other play. Lamar, it was like 1, 2, 3. I'm taking off up the field, and Lamar.
Well, I would say Lamar is a little bit more decisive with.
That's the word.
Taking off. He's more decisive, whereas Jalen is still, and that's the thing. That's the thing that coaches have to coach that into him. Jalen, you see that nothing's open downfield. You have the legs, you have the room. I get you're trying to create the play, but if you would have just took off right there, you would have got 5.
Yeah, but now we also talk about
it's about having a feel for the game. I feel like Lamar has a better feel than Jalen. Like Lamar has a better. He anticipates better than Jalen does.
Yeah.
He can anticipate when the pocket's about to break down. He anticipates when somebody's coming off the edge a little bit better than Jalen does. And like EG said, Jalen, all he does is roll out to the right, that little jog, and then if the lane opens up, he pick up some yards. But other than that, he don't throw the ball away. But
I like there was a lot of good things that you could take from the Giants game. He threw the ball away. The play calling was a lot better. They got Hurts into a rhythm, and most importantly, they got DeAndre Swift into a rhythm.
But they kept feeding them. That's the main thing. That's how you can't get a running back into rhythm.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, a running back needs, and that's the thing. And if you're gonna do it by committee, because I still don't understand why we have Penny. If you're gonna go by a committee, they got Swift in a rhythm, and they got Gainwell in the rhythm. And then right then after that, that's what started opening up the RPOs. That's what started opening up the dink and dunks to the middle of the field, because we talk about the middle of the field. They're not going to the middle of the field. Now that we got Dallas back, we started hitting the middle of the field a little bit more. Getting Smitty on some motions, getting him into the middle of the field.
Let me tell you about the main thing we're doing with Smitty. AJ is not always open. Like, we done forcing him the ball. Yeah, it's Smitty's season. You see what Smitty does. Smitty has been open.
Smitty's open. Bro, Smitty. If you look at AJ and see AJ is draped, Smitty's open every single time.
Bro, Smitty acted like AJ. Smitty would I'm starting to get worried. I've never thought about this before, but I'm starting to really get worried. Like,
Smitty is going to end up leaving.
Is Smitty going to come back? Because I can definitely see the
I don't think Smitty's gonna go. I don't think Smitty. I think that Smitty is more frustrated with the play calling because they're not utilizing him to his strengths. But I also think that the same goes for AJ too, and that's why AJ is getting upset because they're not utilizing both of them to their strengths. If you line them both up on the same side and you put either one in motion and get them into open field to make plays, but that's what they feed off. If we had the offense that they have in San Francisco, where they're getting these guys into open space to get some yak, these guys would flourish.
Yeah, but a lot
that's
of
AJ is a yak guy. Smitty is a yak guy. We're banking on them creating the separation after the catch when we should be putting them in position to already have the separation during the catch and getting into yak.
That's why I said Sirianni is dirt as a coach. But we don't gotta get into that. If you boom, let's say you Smitty, right? You Smitty, you wide receiver 2. You watching him force wide receiver 1 the ball. You know you're probably more talented than him, at least route running or creating separation. They're not utilizing you the same way. And another team can pay you more money. Why wouldn't you leave? Like, why wouldn't he leave? If he can go to the Chiefs right now, still win some bowls, be the number 1 receiver, and get paid more money, why wouldn't you leave?
That would be wild.
And that's what I'm getting worried about, because I know somebody's going to they're going to look at him on tape, because on tape, he looks 20 times better than he does in the games. And he looks fine. But I'm starting to get worried. Why wouldn't you go? You could be number 1, you could be wide receiver 1, you can get paid all this money, and you can still win chips.
That's why Howie should have threw him the bag in the middle of the season when they had the chance.
Bro, after this game, he's over 1,000 yards. Yeah, I think.
He's already over 1K.
Yeah,
I think
over 1,000.
DeAndre has like 16 more yards to get to 1,000. Yep. But I mean that's amazing though. You have Hurts is 150 away from 4,000. You have
I'm not that.
But even still, you look at the offense right now. We have been talking about the offense for weeks, but when you look at the stats, they've been putting up numbers. They just haven't been. They haven't been the flashy type of numbers that we was used to.
We definitely from last year. But I don't. That's why I don't like stats, because I care about the eye test. It's cool. We have been putting up numbers. We definitely have, but it's like it's.
But I mean, if we're going off the eye test, you have to admit that this is probably one of their better games, and it looks better because of the fact that we was able to get back on track and get a W. Because in my opinion,
the offense looked better. The offense looked more.
The offense look but the defense have been looking better too. They've been playing Bradbury less. They've been playing Keely and Eli.
The offense look was balanced. That's the main thing. We started going under center. Like, I swear they be reading my tweets. We started going under center. We started doing pistol. We started being more balanced. We started going 11 personnel, bringing more tight ends for better blocking. That's why Swift was doing the thing. We gave Swift like 20 carries. And we have everybody can eat, bro. Stop.
Everybody can eat. Yeah. Stop trying to feed certain people. Stop trying to go for the gaudy accolades, the gaudy stats. Bro, everybody can eat.
Everybody can eat. Pick a weakness on the team and boom. If the linebacker is trash, Goddard is our wide receiver 1. If CB2 is trash, Smitty should be our wide receiver 1. If they CB, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they can't stop the run, Swift should be the game plan. Like, but Gianni sucks, bro. He's not a good coach. He's just a good person. He's not a good coach. I've been telling you this. And shout out to the Giants too, because division opponent, they made it tough for us. They hate us and all that. I know we can't really dwell on it too long, but it was encouraging a little bit. It's definitely encouraging a little bit.
No, I think that this was a really good game, and I think that because if you look at the tape after the fact, with everything that Patricia has been doing, I think that the side wasn't utilizing the personnel correctly. And I want to give Patricia some props, because the play calling and the personnel. I'm sorry.
No, I said definitely.
Yeah, I think that the defense has been playing a lot better. Once we traded Barnett, there wasn't a lot of rotation on that line. Patricia has went back to the rotation on the line. Patricia has been scheming up the actual linebackers, and I think that was our biggest problem. The linebackers didn't really know what to do aside from the run. We've been putting them in better spots.
He didn't know what to do
in the passing game. I'm sorry.
I said he didn't know what to do decide from the run. But,
he's stupid. And then on top of that, JB played his less amount of snaps this week against the Giants, and you're playing more of Eli and Keely.
That's what I'm saying. Now JB, I can't really blame the side for that, because I know he wasn't allowed to take out JB early in the season. He just got paid. He had to be dirt for us to be able to take him out. So I can't really blame the side for that. Linebackers, it's hard to kill him, because our this last week or whatever, it was Darius Leonard and Van Summerlin.
Van Summerlin.
Bro, all right, so boom.
An undrafted rookie.
You take Darius Leonard, Van Summerlin is like our 4th linebacker, bro. There's Cunningham, Dean, Morrow, and then him. No, Ellis too. What's his name? Sutton
Ellis, but we released him.
He's like our 5th linebacker. Yeah. We playing our 5th linebacker in a dual quiet.
But that says a lot to Patricia though. Starting the undrafted rookie and then having Shaq Leonard, because Shaq Leonard looked amazing.
That's what I'm saying. Well, he didn't have no choice to start the undrafted rookie, because we literally run out of linebackers. That's why Sidney Brown being there too. We literally run out of linebackers, but yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. You have to give props to Patricia because Patricia put them in really good spots. And still, wait, what was that, Troy?
I said Matty P went back into his New England bag when he used to call up and scheme up.
Yeah,
in New England,
and that's what I like though, because when you looked at the defense, aside from because the 2 touchdowns we just gave them really good. Well, one was a pick 6 and the other one was amazing field position. So you take away those 14 points, our defense holds them to 11 points, and it's a blowout. You know, and aside from Bradbury, because Bradbury, I just, if you look at the tape, quarterbacks are. They're going crazy going after JB.
It started last year. That's the funny thing. I said this last year, and Debo said it. Bradbury is not. He was good up until like late last year, and I noticed him. And man to man, he was garbage. Just like his legs died out.
Slay comes back. We have to bench JB. We have to let the rookies play because the rookies are balling right now.
I don't know.
Keely is killing.
Bro, it's gonna get difficult for him because Avonte Maddox come back. So
Avonte's back, and Roby has been playing too.
Yeah, but Roby he gonna just.
Well, I mean, we picked up Roby because Maddox went down.
Yeah.
But I'm saying though, Roby hasn't been a problem.
I think
it's mainly been JB.
They're not gonna fully bench him, but he's gonna definitely get rotated. Or like
I don't mind if you rotate him, but if you're playing in the fourth quarter and the game is on the line, I don't want JB to see the field. I want Keely or Eli out there on the other side of Slay.
I like JB in like the red zone or something where he can't get burnt because it's not that much.
Yeah, that's too. I wouldn't mind that. But I mean, if it's in a red zone in an obvious pass situation and you go dime, then yeah, I wouldn't mind. But I want JB more in the middle of the field. I don't want him on a sticks because he's gonna get killed on a misdirection route, like a zig or something.
His legs is done, bro. He can't run.
Yeah, without a doubt. But wasn't this Charles Woodson's problem when his legs started to fail him, but his mind and his eyes was still good, and he transferred over to safety?
Mm-hmm. Nah, they're two different players though. Charles Woodson was him since Michigan.
Two
different players too, though. But Charles Woodson.
But what's the alternative here? Do we, when Slay comes back, do we bench him in because I don't want Eli in the slot. Eli is best suited on the outside.
I like him.
Same with Keely.
Like everybody else, I do like him, but I don't love him.
I like Keely better. I think
Keely is our next superstar. Mark my words.
Keely's fire.
He is our next superstar. In college, what dropped his draft stock was he was getting killed by this one receiver. Who was that one receiver?
Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, he was killing him.
I mean, you look at the tape. When you look at the tape, he wasn't really like Keely was holding his own against Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, it's just Keely's biggest things was he can't he's not that twitchy.
It was his hip. Yeah,
he's not that twitchy. He's like DK Metcalf. That's why I said.
But he's dumb fast.
That's what he's DK Mac. That's why I said DK was the perfect matchup because they're only gonna run 2 routes together. They both can't move, and then B sometimes he has trouble locating the ball in the air. That's his only 2 things, but that can be coached in him.
Yeah, that could be coached. Yeah, that's possible.
But bro, Richard Sherman wasn't as twitchy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's a perfect comparison. Him and Richard, the only difference is he's faster than Richard. And Richard used his strength, his savviness, and uses IQ.
Mm-hmm.
He uses feel for the game. If Keely could do that, and Keely has shown that he can do that, because I mean, what he had between these past 3 weeks, he's been targeted like almost 20 times, and with 1 interception, 4 pass breaks.
And he physical. He coming down. He coming down.
Yeah. You know what Keely reminds me of? Before we move on, Keely reminds me of Sheldon Brown. Yeah. Sheldon Brown was another late round pick that we had picked up that turned into a star.
Yep. Exactly. He definitely same hitting. Sheldon Lito used to hit too, but not like Sheldon Brown.
Lito was different. I think Lito was more of a shutdown corner, whereas Sheldon was more of a physical. I'm gonna beat you at the line, then I'm gonna beat you at the point of attack.
Bro, Sheldon was like Bradbury, and Lito was like Slay, athletically. That's
definitely. Nah, Lito was fired. and then when you added Asante with Lito,
come on, man,
it was different.
Don't get me started about them.
It was different. But all right, let's go on to the game of the week, man. This was a game until it wasn't a game.
We got 10 minutes though. We're gonna have to boom through these.
All right, let's just give our thoughts because I only got 2 other games after this. So give our thoughts about this game.
Well, go ahead, Trey. I'm gonna let you start it off.
Yeah, technical difficulty. I can't hear Troy.
Am I on? Am I on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Spark it off, EG.
My thoughts on this game was, first of all, they was drunk because the Ravens money line was like plus 260. I didn't even understand that. So quick sidebar. This was the last game I bet on. I think it was. Is this Christmas or the day before?
This was the day after Christmas. No, this was Christmas.
This is the last game I bet on my parlay, and I won, and I forgot. And I won like 250. It was sitting in my account for like 3 days before I even noticed. But besides that, yeah, first of all, they crazy for putting the Ravens plus 260 money line.
Yes.
Crazy. Second of all, I'm on Purdy's side, bro. They was killing Purdy. Like, he had 4 interceptions. He had a very bad game. A, the Ravens, I feel like people not taking them serious enough. And then B, like, the defense made 2 great plays. Like, it wasn't all Purdy's fault. He just crumbled. And Purdy is not, all the show was Purdy is not this top 3 quarterback y'all been making, not y'all, but people have been making him to be. But Purdy is still, like, very good, for especially when he got drafted. He's very good. Stop killing him. He had 1 bad game.
He had 3 bad games. But
he had a few bad games.
No, I'm saying
but this was his first game of the season.
Yeah, it was the Browns. It was the. You know what I'm saying, it was. He had. I'm saying this game was a very, very bad game. Like, this is a.
No, it was a horrible game.
It was a horrible game.
But they didn't put him in good situations because when you look at the strength of their team, they should have started off with the run. They started off with passing and getting other guys involved. The first guy that you need to get involved is my MVP of the season. It's Christian McCaffrey.
Of course.
They just stopped running with him.
No, but that's what I'm saying. They didn't get Christian McCaffrey involved early and often. They started the run, and then they just immediately just ran away from it. If you start with the run, you get into play action, you could get into the motions and Debo and everything, and that's your bread and butter.
Football. Kyle Shanahan, you got a pride problem, bro. It's first of all, Trent Williams go out. You see Jadeveon Clowney is killing your quarterback. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's throw some more.
The strength of the Ravens defense. The strength of the Ravens defense is the pass defense. So to go away from the run, what are you doing?
And you averaging like 5 yards.
The Ravens you could run on. You could run on the Ravens with the good offensive line, being a little bit more physical at the attack. They're gonna stuff it a couple of times, but at 9 times out of 10, you could run on you cannot pass on them. You can't pass on the Ravens.
You can. They could
run. Oh my gosh! Hey, grow up.
But they was running. They was averaging like over 5 yards a carry, but they just went away from
they went away. But I mean, once you're down by that much, you have to. I mean, you have to throw the ball. You have to at that point in time.
Play time possession, but long story short, man, Lamar showed that he was the best quarterback on the field. Stop playing with that boy. That man is him. Stop playing with him. I didn't forget. I had to wake up one day. I said, yeah, damn. I forgot he was in a contract joint, wanted to be traded, and all these teams trying to front on my son. Stop playing with Lamar. He's here. About to get another MVP. Yeah, Washington Jets.
He was on the Jets. The Jets would be in the playoff mix right now. They should have
been a Patriot, bro. Every time you bring up Lamar's name, I just gotta I hope Bill loses sleep every night. I hope he loses sleep for the rest of his life for not taking. Yep. We took Sony Michel and Isaiah Wynn over Lamar.
Over Nick Chubb.
Over Lamar.
Yeah.
Over Lamar. And Chubb too, but we had 2 shots at getting Lamar, went past on him twice. Back-to-back picks. Shit is wild.
Chose to collude over making their franchise better. And all them teams, neither of them is in the playoffs, and they all doing bad. So in the words of Castanet, stay there. Come on.
Let's quickly touch on the Raiders and the Chiefs. 2 questions. Is it time to hit the panic meter for the Chiefs? And 2, should the Raiders go ahead and give Pierce the head coaching job?
Yeah, Troy, you spot yourself.
All right, so the first part of the question, yeah, the Chiefs do need to panic. This team, it depends on their playoff team. They're not a Super Bowl team.
Yeah, their playoff team did. I agree.
Their playoff team, not a Super Bowl team. As far as panicking, I don't think they should panic, but they do have a problem. Rashee Rice is coming into his own now. I think that's a huge positive for them. But on playoff time, they got to go on the road. Patty Mahomes never been on the road in a playoff game. So he got receivers who can't catch.
Mm.
Those cold weather games are going to be it's not going to make it easier for them. So they got a problem. The second part to that, I think it's disrespectful that Pierce hasn't already been given the permanent job. Like the Raiders should just come out and say that he's going to be their coach moving forward. Because
I mean, yeah,
the way he turned him around is like, what else do you have to prove?
Hey, rally
I
for
think
him.
it's disrespectful for them to say that he's in line for the head coaching job. They said that he's in line for the starting coaching job.
because
In line with who?
his coaching and McDaniel's coaching is night and day.
Exactly. It's amazing how teams turn around when they want to play for a coach. You know what I'm saying? Like
players coaching when you don't really care. It's like you on the field. It's a pick or the play didn't work. Like it's bum ass. It's his fault. You know what I'm saying? But when you like a coach, now you really trying your all because you feel like you're a part of it. You take accountability for it too. And
fact. And it's more than just liking the coach and play, because you still have to be able to scheme and call games and you know what I'm saying, and game plan. And he showed that he can do that. So
defense kicked up a little bit more too as a defender, as a linebacker that went against the Eagles 2 times a year. I always liked AP. Always, he's outspoken. I know, as cool as he is with them, I know he's still like ripping them when he needs to and all that. But to answer the question, I don't think it's time for the Chiefs to press the panic button. Not right now. They should have did that 2 weeks ago because they have been. Travis Kelce alone hasn't been playing up to par. He's been dropping a lot of passes as well.
Pacheco was injured.
Pacheco was hurt, yeah, but Pacheco is a 7th round pick. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to get someone else around him. Clyde Edwards-Helaire was the number 1 pick. You know what I'm saying?
But Clyde Edwards-Helaire has been injured, and Jerick McKinnon is on IR.
Yeah, that's what killed him because that's another receiver for them. Is Jerick McKinnon as a running back?
Yeah.
He ripped a lot of passes and
touchdowns.
touchdowns.
Shout out to Jerick McKinnon. That's my brother-in-law's best friend out of Southern Old and in Georgia. But yeah, man, I don't think it's time for them to hit the panic button, but it's definitely time for them to start panicking going into the playoffs because, like Troy said, they're not going to be able to do this on the road in the cold weather.
It's time for up, bro. That's simple. It's time for the offense to step up.
Oh, and on top of that, then Andy needs to start scheming more for Rashee Rice. Rashee Rice right now is their best player on offense.
But I think Rashee be definitely. I think he needs to notice that. But everybody just needs to step up because once somebody start making some catches and all that, it opens everything.
Rashee has been making catches. It's everybody else around him.
Touchdown.
Yeah.
Even Travis. Travis has had 3 or 4 drops last game. He's looked a shell of himself.
When they step up, it's going to free up a lot of other things. And going to the Raiders, AP is clearly your coach unless you're getting Gruden back. Is that simple? unless Gruden coming back and he can continue that 10-year contract you gave him, AP is clearly should be a coach. I mean, unless it's like
or I would audition for this, and then I'll take my AP. I'll take my talents to a good defensive team that's balling right now in the Bears.
Yeah,
but that's just me.
Shout out to Brian Flores. You see what he did to the Vikings defense. They was hot. They one of defenses in the league with no talent. They don't got no talent on the D line.
But as long as you have a coach that, like Troy said, that you're willing to play for, and you're willing to go out there and die on the hill for, that's really all it is. There's coaches like McDaniels where I don't want to play for this guy. Like, I don't even like this guy. And there was question marks for Sean Payton too coming into the season with everything that he was saying going into the season. But when the team buys into the culture and everything that the coach is trying to do, you get results. Even without talent, you get results. You got guys willing to play. Browns at Texans. I'm throwing the Jets right here because Flacco. The Jets could have Flacco. They could have brought him back. They could have done any of these options, and then Flacco has come in and smoked both of these teams and back to back. So
also the scheming. I think the coaching. I think Kevin Stefanski. He don't get enough credit because this man has been winning.
He doesn't.
I go in there and you know what I'm saying, win him a couple of games.
I mean, you look at what Kevin Stefanski did with Baker in his last year, with Baker's last year with the team. You look at this year has been a rolling revolver door of quarterbacks. And they're
still winning.
And they're still winning. And on top of that, they're not just winning off the strength of their defense right now. They're winning off the strength of everything combined.
Flacco here, they are complete with Flacco. Flacco's comfortable.
And remember earlier in the season, I said that they're not utilizing David Njoku correctly.
Yeah.
Since they got Flacco, David Njoku leads all tight ends in receiving yards.
Yep.
The thing is,
Flacco loves him. He understands the talent he has. And he be feeding them. Go ahead, Troy.
The thing is, I don't know if I know. EG, we was on the same page before the season started. Browns was our sleeper team.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Browns was our sleeper team, and that's because we expected Deshaun to be what Flacco is right now.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
No,
So
that too.
that's it's and the fact that he did what he did to the Jets last week without Amari Cooper, because he
Mm-hmm.
thrashed the Texans with Amari. Amari went off,
Mm-hmm.
and then he loses Amari the next week, short week, Thursday night game, and still goes bonkers. Like that's I don't know.
Bro,
I
he
don't
had
know.
I'm a little upset because my sleeper team was the Pats. Y'all let me down.
He had like
That was
yeah,
my super team.
the Falcons. My Falcons is my deep sleeper. My sleeper was the Browns.
Never took the Pats as a sleeper team. That's
I did. I thought that
smoking
the
for that
Pats
one.
was gonna come in and make a little bit of noise. I thought that we were gonna see a rookie season Mac Jones, but I was let down.
Bro,
And plus your defense. I really like y'all defense.
Flacco had 250 in the first half. That
In the
sounds
first
Bro, he was falling asleep on the
He was
bench.
letting
Yeah,
it
that's
fly.
what
He was falling asleep.
Letting it fly. And Javen Njoku, even though he messed up my ticket because I needed a touchdown, this man had 100 yards in the first quarter with no touchdowns. Whatever. I'm gonna cry later. But they looking dangerous. And Kevin Stefanski, that's my coach of the year.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Gotta respect that man.
I think that you could put him. I mean, you could put a number of different coaches in there. D'Amico Ryans, Steichen on the Colts. But I like Stefanski as well.
D'Amico been losing without his starting quarterback. Kevin Stefanski been with 4 or 5.
Yeah, 5, I think. Yeah.
And one more thing last thing I'm gonna say about this. Deshaun Watson, we need to be on his ass next year because if Flacco could come in on the system and look way better than Deshaun Watson has been in a year and a half, we need to be on his ass. All his excuses is done. We need to be on his ass. Well, not us. Cleveland need to be on his ass.
Yeah,
I agree.
Let's get through this week 17 2-minute drill. As we already know that the Lions and the Cowboys play, we'll get into that game next week. Jets and the Browns already played. We're gonna go with the Cards at Eagles. The Eagles open up -12. They're home.
I think Eagles. I'll be probably a little closer than we think. Probably not, but Eagles.
Oh, Kyler Murray's not playing. That's why the spread is so high.
They not.
Yes, he is. He's playing. He's playing. He's active.
Yeah, he's playing. Oh,
I got him on my fantasy team. He's playing.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh,
they said that he was still questionable.
Hollywood.
But all right.
Yeah, Hollywood's
okay.
Gee, me. Woo.
But his number one target, well, one of his number one target, Marquise Brown, is out.
Yeah, but
he still got Trey.
Yeah, he still
Trey's
got Trey.
number one target.
Honestly, got to worry about.
But yeah, what's y'all pick? Hurry up, let's go.
Eagles.
I got Eagles, but it's gonna be a closer game. They're not covering that spread.
Okay, consensus. 49ers at Commanders. The 49ers open up -14.
I got Niners. They're going. Kyle Shanahan going to try to torch them. I think it's going to be a high scoring game, man.
I got the Commanders. I think they're gonna pull off an upset.
Nah, Niners.
Look, man, Sam Howell, if he gets hot,
they have no defense, bro.
And Sam Howell just got benched and just came back.
I don't know. Sam Howell is leading. I don't know, man. I don't think it's going to be the game that everybody thinks it's gonna be. I think that the Commanders could very well upset them.
I think it's gonna be a light show. I think it's gonna be, and then Chase Young going to try his hardest to kill it. But I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. But I got the Niners winning.
Okay. Hold on. Dolphins at Ravens. Game's already started. Dolphins at Ravens.
Ravens. Dolphins don't like to be physical.
Yeah. And they're in Baltimore. Yeah, consensus. Falcons at Bears, and it's snowing.
I got the Bears
right now. I got the Bears.
I picked the Bears before it was snowing, but
yeah.
I got
the consensus. Panthers at Jags.
Jags.
Yeah, Jags.
Pats at Bills.
I got the Bills, but
I think it's gonna be close. I got the Bills.
But I got the Bills. You know, Josh Allen, they're gonna have to run down the pass throw pause. But you know, Josh Allen don't play that good against Bill like that. I got the Bills.
Well, they're in Buffalo. Right? He plays better against Bill in Buffalo, but that is true. That is true. I think it's gonna be a low scoring game, and it's gonna really come down to Josh Allen. But I got the Bills. Raiders. What you said, Troy?
We better not win that game. But go
ahead. Raiders at Colts.
Colts have been
They've been shaky. But I
got the Colts still.
I got the Raiders.
I got the Colts because I literally just put in a ticket on them.
I got the Raiders. Rams at Giants.
Rams
need to win this game if they keep their playoff hopes alive.
I don't see what's going to stop them.
Yeah. Saints at Bucks.
Bucks. Division game though, but Bucks.
Yeah. Consensus. Titans at Texans.
Another division game. I actually got the Titans.
Is CJ back?
DJ back.
Oh, I got the Texans.
Yeah, I got the Texans.
I got the Titans.
Steelers at Seahawks. Seahawks open up -4.
Seahawks.
Hmm.
DK.
This is tough. Two 8-7 teams.
They're gonna exchange jerseys too at the end. George Pickens and DK. I just feel it.
I got the Steelers.
I got the Seahawks.
Bengals at Chiefs. The Chiefs open up -7.
I got the. I don't think Jamal playing, right? Yeah, I got the Chiefs.
I got the Chiefs.
Even though the Bengals, but
I think it's gonna be a competitive game, but I got the Chiefs.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs.
I think the Chiefs will pull away eventually.
Chargers at Broncos. The Broncos open up -3.5.
I don't even. It's the battle of the backups. That game is horrible, bro.
Yeah, that's gonna be a bad game to watch.
I don't even know. Like,
I got the Chargers. The Chargers kept it competitive last week.
I got the Chargers.
They did. They kept it competitive against the Bills.
I got the Chargers because I don't even want the Broncos to win because they did rush dirty.
Yeah, facts. That's who. Who you got?
Yeah, I got the Broncos. I got the Broncos.
All right. Packers at Vikings. The Vikings open up -1.
The Vikings.
I got the Vikings.
Yeah, I got the Vikings.
All right, consensus. All right, man. This is concluding our episode. Again, if you haven't done already, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be tuned into all of our newest shows. 3 Amibros, we are out of here. Man, y'all left real quick.
No, I'm still here, but I don't know.
You still here? You just took over the stage. That's crazy.
Said the 3 Amibros.
Man, we see
enjoy the games, fellas. Enjoy the games, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I'll see you guys next year.